Today I will be reviewing the Akaso V50 Action Camera. To begin with, the camera comes with many different accessories such as a waterproof housing, several different mounts, straps and tethers, a USB cable, a wireless remote, 2 batteries, and a lens cloth. On the front of the camera, we have the power/mode button and the lens. The screen is located on the back, alongside with the charging indicator and the operating indicator. On one side there is the micro USB port, micro HDMI slot, and the micro SD slot. And on the other side there is the up and down button. You will find the shutter button on top, which also doubles as the select and Wi-Fi button. And finally on the bottom you will find the battery door. To start off with, this camera does not come with an SD card, but it is compatible with an 8GB, 16GB, 64GB, or 128GB micro SD card. To turn the camera on, you simply hold the power button in the front for a couple seconds. Same goes for turning it off. The camera has 6 different modes: video, photo, burst photo, time-lapse, playback, and settings. To navigate through the different modes, you just press the power/mode button and the up and down buttons. To select a mode, press the shutter button on top, and to go back, press the mode button on the front of the camera. The video and photo settings are pretty much the same. You can basically mess around with different settings here that will give you the effect you're looking for. There are 2 different playbacks, one for videos and one for photos, which is pretty neat and makes it easier to sort through your footage. In the actual settings for the camera, you can find a place where you can toggle the power frequency between 50Hz and 60Hz. And here you will also find the option to do things like play with the shutter sounds, add a timestamp, and change the language, to name a few. The camera settings also contains the Bluetooth feature. This allows you to connect to the wireless remote that comes with the camera. You simply turn on the remote by holding the on button, and then turning on the Bluetooth in settings. It automatically pairs and you can use this to quickly take a picture or start recording. Another cool feature that comes with this camera is the ability to use the action camera as a webcam on your computer. If you plug the camera into your computer through the USB port and choose the PC cam option, you can use the action camera to take pictures through your computer. This camera can record at 4K 30 frames per second, 2.7K 30 frames per second, 1080p 60 frames per second or 30 frames per second, and 720p 120 frames per second, 60 frames per second, or 30 frames per second. Know that if you're filming at 4K, you may have trouble opening the file afterwards on your computer if the media player does not support 4K files. Here's some test footage I shot with the camera. I chose to film at 4K 30 frames per second because my computer doesn't have a problem handling this kind of footage. I really like this camera because not only is it affordable, but the quality is pretty good. It's easy to understand how to use it, and it comes with many cool features and camera accessories. In the end, it gets the job done and produces good footage. I took it with me on a recent vacation, and not only was I able to capture many great memories, but it took me almost no time to figure out how to navigate and use the camera. Another thing that struck me was how good the footage was both in and out of the water. One thing that kind of annoyed me was that the camera automatically stops and restarts the video after it has been recording for exactly 8 minutes and 52 seconds. I also noticed that the batteries didn't last too long, which was kind of a bummer. In the end, these little things weren't really a deal breaker for me, and I love the camera regardless. Basically, what I'm trying to say is if you're a broke college student like me or just looking to get great quality for a lower price, then look no further. This is the camera for you, and I would 100% recommend.